And today is a special. We are doing a tutorial, a solo player tutorial on how to survive day one. So we're going to do this tutorial on 7 Days to Die for new players to the game. As you know, this is one of our favorite games, and we just want to share some of the things that we do either as solo players or even in multiplayers. So I'm going to show you the setup that I would recommend new players use to enjoy the game, because the one thing that you want to do is better enjoy this game. So here we are in the 7 Days to Die screen. Obviously we hit the press that button, and we're going to go into a setup mode, and I'm going to just show you a few things that we're going to do. I'm going to create a new game, which I may not be able to do. So I'm just going to go in there and go continue game, and we're going to get rid of a game that we're already playing. That's done. So to create a new game, there's several ways that you can do it. If you want to play with your friends, I'd suggest that you go into a private game down the bottom here, or if you just want to set up a local game just so that you can play on your own, that's fine. But we always recommend going and set up a private game. And the reason why we recommend this is that if you do want to get a friend to come and join you, you can, and that's really what it's about. Our first recommendation is go into set it up on Navigaine. I mean, that's really where we'd recommend first. The standard options, these are important. Just don't make it too hard for yourself, but don't make it too easy as well, okay? So adventure is always a good one. Set your zombies on default so that they walk during the day and they run at night, just for a little bit of excitement. Enemy aggression, you can pull that down, but look, normal is usually good. Daylight you want to set for 18 hours, okay? You want to have as much time to better play the game as you possibly can. Modded, if you die, you only want to drop your backpack. I mean, you can drop delete all, or you can just only drop your tool belt. You can drop everything. Our recommendation is drop your backpack. That way you know where you've lost it. When you quit the game, you don't want to lose anything. Memory for the enemy. This is 30 seconds of real time where the enemy will remember where you are. Your enemy spawning, we don't want that on very high. You want to sort of drop that down to maybe low. Just to start off, you can go lower than that as well if you want. Block durability at 100. Loot respawn time. This is the number of days before the loot will respawn after you've looted, after you've been out there doing your looting. That is our recommendation on that. Loot abundance, knock that down to 100, which is standard. I don't know why we've got it on 200. Airdrops every 24 hours, 24-hour cycle. This is important. It can be 50 minutes, 60 minutes, or 2 hours. If you really want to enjoy this game, we recommend that you play a day in 2 hours, okay? So a full day will take 2 real-time hours to play. That way you can survive. I mean, this is really what it's about. It is a survival game, and it's probably the truest survival game that you can get at the moment on PS4. So I'd recommend 120 minutes. You want to mark your airdrops so you know where they are. You want to mark your mini bikes. Turn your cheat mode off, and then pretty much if you're gonna have eventually multiplayer, just go in here. If you want friendly fire on or off, we always have it on, just to add a little bit of fun. Whole bundle of other stuff here that you really don't have to worry about. Just go for options there. Jump out and go start the game. You are going to have to name it, and I'm going to call this tutorial, however you spell tutorial. Okay. Oops. Just tutorial, and we're going to call it 2. Okay, here we go. We are in the Navigaine world, which is where I recommend that everyone starts. Once you get to know the game, the map, and everything else, it's pretty cool. You will have fun in this. So the beauty about these sorts of tutorials is that you can Fast forward if you're watching this after it. Hey Joe, hey Amber, welcome, welcome. I'm not going to be chatting too much to you guys today. This is more of a live tutorial. If you have any questions on setup and how to play, this is day one for me. This is what I do as a single player, solo player in 7 Days to Die. So this whole tutorial is going to be about surviving day one. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. That would be awesome. So generally in Naviscane, when you spawn in, you will spawn in... I'm not going to read all this stuff for you. You can read it all. But you are going to have to get your crafting things done. You're going to spawn in fairly close to the end of the world, which it looks like we're not here, which is pretty cool. But the number one thing that you want to do is really do what it says in the top right hand corner there. It's telling you what it wants you to do. And the way you do that is you just pick up everything that you see. Wood, timber, grass. I'm not looting anything at the moment, as you will see. What I really want to do is show you how to get all this stuff done. The number one thing when you're playing first up, as a new player, do not wander too far away. Just sort of stay pretty close to where you are. So it's now going to ask me to craft a bedroll. You hit your square button, go up to bedroll, and you just press craft. It shows you all the instructions on what to do, and it will generate a bedroll for you in 11 seconds. These are the things. Get these out of the way, because you will also get points for this as well. There it is. And it is asking me to drop it. So all I do there is I just point it in the position where I want it, and I hit your L2 button. So that is now laid. You can see that challenge is now done. Hey Snakes, welcome. So there's just gather more stuff. It wants you to gather wood, and all you do is pretty much, because you've got no tools or anything, it's your R2 button is going to be the thing that's going to get you all your materials. Okay, so it wants us to get stones. These are stones here. To pick up anything, it will show you there. Press the triangle to pick up anything else that you want. Okay, but you can punch everything. Don't go waste your time punching stones at the moment, because it'll take you forever. Where are we here? So I'm going to pick up some more stuff. These little things here. You can see it takes a little bit of hitting to get some more wood, but this will drop me a little bit of wood here. So there goes. I've picked up 12 wood there. I've got to find one more stone. As you see, I'm not looting anything at the moment. I just want to get these tasks out the way. The first thing that you really want to do is make sure that you get it. So it's asking me to now craft an axe. So using your left control pad, just go up into the tools section there. Press your cross or your star on it, and then just craft that axe. So 4 seconds, we now have an axe. Put that in your tool belt, and again, you want to pick up everything, because as a new player, as the beginning of the game, these tools will wear out fairly quickly. You see things like bird's nest, go pick them up. There you go, 11 feathers. So there's a stone here, which I'm now going to get some more stone just while we're here. But you notice there it's now asking me to craft plant fiber plant fiber pants. So all this is really what we want to do now is just go back into here, go up to clothing, and you can see that I am totally naked except for a pair of Calvin Kleins. So this shows you everything about your character up here. Your skill points. We've got no points to spend at the moment. Also shows us the map of where we are right now. But to craft your clothing, okay, all you do is you go to this section here, where it'll show you. Or you can click, put your triangle and press fiber and go recipes, and it'll tell you everything that you can make with fiber. Okay. Basically the best thing to do is just go in here. So I've got to craft fiber pants. There we go. It wants me to craft a fiber shirt, a fiber hood, fiber shoes, and fiber gloves. So while it's making all that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash this rock some more. This is on console, Amber. So, as a beginner, I would never venture too far away from this section. There's plenty of resources here. And the reason why I don't like venturing too far away is because we don't want to engage zombies at the moment, okay? We really don't. There's a deer over there. Any of these things here, just go and grab, take whatever it out. It's another 10 feathers there. But the way it's set up on console, I'm not sure how it is on PC anymore, but if you stay in a certain radius, you can see, I can't see a zombie anywhere. We're pretty safe. Now I'm going to go down and I'm going to put everything on like it's asking me to. So it tells me what buttons to press and just press where. And again, this is for console. Will be a little bit different for PC. Okay, so I am now dressed, and I'm going to show you what I look like now. Here I am now dressed. And you see there, now it wants me to craft a wooden club. So you would go and get more wood, and the way you can get wood, again, I don't want to wander too far away from where I am. With your stone axe, you can hit all sorts of stuff. These bags, I'm not going to loot anything just yet. Just let's get all these tasks out the way. Those little bushes are actually wood. But you got to make sure that you don't wear your axes out without getting too much your stone. So you want stone and wood to be fairly level. So let's go in. We go to our weapons icon up here. And we can now craft a wooden club. PC, you don't want to go in any building, even if you're protected area, due to sleepers. That's right, PC do have sleepers. Console, you don't. So I'm just going to move my my wooden club to here. Now, to change weapons or things that you want to do, all you do is you just press your L1 or your L2 buttons. R1 rather, R1 and R2 buttons, and that will, you can see I'll move all the way along here. Okay, now this thing here is called a, well, I'm going to show you what it's called and what the purpose of it is here, okay? So this is what they call a land claim block. This is good if you're playing PvP or something like that, but in a single player, or if you're playing with your mates, not really worth having. So what I usually do here is I will scrap it, okay? That will give me a whole lot of iron. Okay, so the next thing that it wants us to do is craft a bow. Again, it tells you what materials you need over here, plant fiber, wood, and we get crafting. This should finish very shortly. Now again, one of the things that you need to be looking for is, obviously it says you need feathers. Feathers are found in the birds' nests, which we've already had a look in. I'm just going to get some more wood here. And some more stone. Again, you can see I'm not wandering too far away from where we are. Is this Dan Survivor Guide? Yes it is, Daniel. This is what I would recommend to new players. There's 7 days to die. Okay, so craft arrows. It only wants us to craft 2. So just by showing you, by crafting 2, I'm just going to craft those 2 for you. As you can see, I've got 19 arrows there. Just going to move my bow down to here. Now this is something that used to catch me out all the time. I get my bow, I've got 2 arrows, but you can see there's no arrow attached to my bow. Okay? All you do is you just press your 0, your O button, and it will arm your arrow, okay? And then to shoot your arrow, all you do is you draw back with your R2 button and you fire. But if you don't want to waste your arrow, all you then have to do is just press the 0 button again, and it will keep your arrows close by. So, Now it wants us to build wooden frames. So this is made out of wood here, as you can see. Do the same thing here. I can get all the wood up that I want here. But if you go up to this top corner here, it's all your building materials are here as well. There's your wooden frame. It's asking us to build 3. So we're just going to do what it asks us at the moment, guys. So there's our 3 blocks. We move that down to there, and here we go. Now, this is where it gets tricky. For me in day 1, you keep an eye up on the top there. You can see the compass and you see the time and all that sort of stuff here as well. For me in day 1, to survive day 1, I've got a few options. I can go set myself up in this building here, which is the easy option. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I would do is I would start off by building a mini base straight off the bat. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to lay our 3 blocks because it's asking us to. There we go. Here we go. It's now asked me to upgrade them, and you use your axe and you use your L2 button to upgrade. Only takes 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So that's now we've got that covered. Okay. You can see we are going through wood. So this would tell you that we need a heap of stone because you can see our axe is wearing out. I try to get as much stone and wood as I possibly can when we're doing the initial build. So I'm just going to wear my axe out. You can see down in the bottom left hand there where my axe is. You can see the gold bar is disappearing, and very shortly it will say your axe doesn't work. There you go. It needs to be repaired. The item needs repair or is missing parts. Now on PC it's very different to PS4. You can repair this, and the way you repair this is you can just click your triangle on there, go up here and repair, or you can scrap it and make a new one. I always tend to make a new one and then scrap this one here, okay? Because what that does, you can see my level of axe now is better, okay? So it's now a level 2 stone axe. So we can get some more. You notice that I'm getting iron and stone from this axe, from this stone. And when it eventually breaks down, as you'll see here, it will break down. It's also given me 12 coal. At the end of each break, it gives you an additional resource. What I'm going to teach you first off here, guys, is exactly the way I start all of my solo play 7 days to die games. We've got a little bit of time here. Just going to get some more stone because stone is actually the hardest. You can see there also I got some more lead in there and some coal as well. So I've now got iron. I will scrap that, which will give me more of this iron here. We've got coal there. We've got maple seeds. I generally don't throw too much away. But now it wants me to craft a campfire. Your campfire is where you're going to cook your food and your water and everything else, okay? So once that's, it will ask me to place it. And I will go and I will place it onto, onto my 3 blocks there. Welcome aboard. So you have proved to be capable with much potential. We have marked your map with the nearest White River outpost location. There you can find a trader where you can buy and sell goods and trade stories with one of our friendly citizens. Welcome aboard. So we are now completed. You can see up in the top right hand corner there, if I show you up in the air there, journey to settlement. Settlement is the trader. If you have a look at my compass there, it will give me that's where my bedroll is, but behind that you can see another white icon. That's our nearest trader. Okay, now what I do at this point here is I will now go and I will make 6 more wooden blocks. I will move them down into there. As you can see, if I move them, this is what I need next. This is a very important part of this build here, is you need to get yourself protected. Now what I'm going to do, when you become experienced, you will leave this area very quickly and start heading to towns and trying to find other bases. But to enjoy the game straight off the bat, to survive, this is my recommendation. What if a zombie bear surprises down? There's no zombie bears where I am, I don't think. So I've now made a mini platform here. What I'm going to do now is, you will see there's different types of material here. This is clay, there's grass, okay. All sorts of material here. My main thing right now is to get as many resources as I possibly can before nightfall, because I'm going to show you the very thing that I do no matter where I spawn in to start off with. You can see my stone axe is wearing out, and again, I don't want to wander too far away from where I am, so I try to stay in the vicinity here. There's plenty of trees. I think we've looted that bird. No, there's another bird's nest there. Here we go. So right now we've got 92 stone, 139 wood. This is now the point where I will now craft all 35 arrows. Okay. I'm going to get some more wood here. Again, you notice I'm not looting anything. Sometimes you will spawn in where there is nowhere to loot. So what I'm trying to do is show you what to do if you spawn in an area where there is nothing to loot. Again, wood. Make sure you got enough stone as well. You see my axe is about to wear out. And we are going to make another stone axe. Then I'm going to scrap that stone axe. I'm just going to get as much fiber and stuff as I can. Basically, I will just pick up anything and everything at this point, guys. This is the crucial part of you gathering your resources. Because in the early parts of the game, you want to be really resourced up. That should be ready now. So you will notice now that we now have 36 arrows. The reason why I craft so many arrows all the time is that when I go to my weapons, I'm just going to show you. We're on a level 2 weapon, a bow. I'm now going to make another bow. Crafting arrows is one of the best ways to get your weapons levels up. So it's now a level 27 bow. I'm just going to scrap that bow. Pull that back down here. And that's how quick that was. Okay. So I can now go in and make, let's go back in and show you just the difference with the weapons again. If I can get it on the right button. Let's make a wooden club. We've got currently a level 1. Now have a level 30 club. So the more you're crafting, the better the strength of your weapons and all that will be. In fact, the better everything will be. So guys, I'm not ignoring the chat, I'm just ignoring the chat. We just want to do this as a tutorial so people can speed through this to get to different levels, guys. If you have any questions about the game, please don't hesitate to ask. If you've got some questions that you think a new player might ask, fire away. Another bird's nest, or have we done that one? We already did that one. So it will tell you whether you've already looted or not. Again, not wandering too far away from your base. Because this is your base at the moment. Now what I'm also going to do now is we're going to make some more wooden blocks. In fact, we're actually not going to make wooden blocks. My apologies. We are now going to make cobblestone. Okay, so the very things that we want to do here is make some cobblestone frames. We want to make 4, 8, 12, about 12 cobblestone frames. We then want to make some wedges. Okay, not ramps, but actual wedges. And you will see the difference of all these things here. The wedges will be on the next page. There's your wedge tips. And we're going to have to make about, probably about 40 of these, I think. Probably won't need that many, but this is the start of what we are building. So I'm now going to take these cobblestone frames here. I'm just going to move that water out of there. Those wedge tips, I'm going to take those. You notice that if I take them from there, they will now actually start producing them down on my tool belt there. Okay? So what I am now going to do is we want to lay these in this direction like this. Okay? You notice that? So what we are making is what we call the bird's nest, okay? And we're going to go that way and that way. So that's, now you just see I'm trying to keep it as even as I possibly can here. Not too concerned about this side here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we'll go this direction here. 10. Place these up here. Oh, come on. Place down. Up there. And we're going to go 10 more this way. Okay, so you want them facing outwards. Like this. Okay. And I will show you. This is the best defensive base that you will ever build. If you put something down wrong, you can actually pick it up again, especially when they're just frames. I forgot how many that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me just count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is truly the base build that you really should use in this situation. They're easy, they're quick to build. This is what we call the bird's nest. Some people call it something else. What's a good place to build a base? Look, really, anywhere I think is a good place, Daniel. But what I usually try and do if I'm playing solo. Now remember, we play a lot as multiplayer. As multiplayer, getting resources is very easy to do. And as multiplayers, but as a single player, you're not going to be able to gather as many resources as quickly as you can in multiplayer. So I usually just try not to venture too far away from where I spawn initially and build my first base. The beauty about it is that you will have a base to start off with. It's going to be in good location. Let me get rid of that wood because we do need wood. It's going to be usually in a decent sort of location where you'll be able to sort of build from there or take advantage of it from there. Okay, so as you can see, this is just the initial part of this. Now what I also now need, I need to build a shovel. A stone shovel, which should be about a level 5 stone shovel, I think it's going to come out at. Okay. And this is the very important thing here, is that right now I now need to dig up clay. You can see I haven't ventured too far away from where I am. Going to need more stone. And just to show you what we're about to do here, just going to just bash this stone here. I'm getting more stone there. You get more stone out of boulders than you do. Then from here, because I now have a bit of clay and a bit of stone here, I'm going to go up to here now. And we're going to make cobblestone. There's your cobblestone right there. We're not going to be able to make too much because I haven't got much there. But we're going to make some cobblestone. And it's a cobblestone that you need to build this base, okay? It's not hard to get it all, okay? But you do need clay, which we're fortunate. There is clay here. You notice I'm not doing it too close to the base because I need space around the base. Pick up any stone that you get there. You notice that there's no hole yet, but we are actually digging around here. And it's now 1100 hours. So always keep an eye on the time, guys, when you're doing this. Okay, so we've got cobblestone, and all I'm now going to do now is we're going to upgrade all of this. Okay, so this is the plan, is to upgrade all of this around here now. Anything that we made out of cobblestone, so we're now out of cobblestone. So we can make some more cobblestone. Not much, but we can. And the other thing that we want to now make is what we call cobblestone, there they are, little pole frames, okay, cobblestone frame poles. We're going to need a lot of these, okay, but just keep an eye on what resources that you're using, because you also need to keep an eye on the strength of your axe. Can the tips for the nest be wood? You can actually use anything on it, but cobblestone is what we think is the best, and it's actually easier and quicker to do it this way. So we're gonna just gather some more wood here. You can make the whole bird's nest out of wood. It's just that it's going to be easier for the zombies to destroy when they get close to you. It's a lot easier than cobblestone, because eventually from cobblestone we want to turn this into concrete, but that's a long way away. So we just figured that if you start this way, let's make sure I've got enough stone here, which I don't, because my stone axe is about to fail. Go on, pick up. Now you will get stone from the axe when you scrap it. See? So I'm just going to scrap that again. Let's go get another stone axe, because we're going to need them. Because we're going to need a lot of stone, guys. So now with the cobblestone frames, this is where you now will put these. So we need to spin them around. They need to go on the inside, on the lower level like that, okay? And they will stay there because you've already got a base for them, okay? Because once we are able to jump up on top there, we're going to put another one of those up there. And in what we then do is we do exactly the same there. And we can do this all the way along here as well, okay? So this is the foundation. So you have your wedges pointing out all the way around, but you have your inner these things here, okay? Your frame poles on the inside, okay? And there's a reason for that. Is that the way the game is designed is that it actually I went too far. they can't damage it as bad as they can do if you have them on the outside. There we go. So that's our first layer done around there. But whoop. Now from here, this is where we will go to our next level, which is on top here, and then we will then build that out like that on the top there. Okay. So let's get some more stone. Why doesn't Wolf do tutorial? Oh, because he's shit, Daniel. No, he's not. We decided that I was going to do the tutorials, Daniel, on 7 Days to Die. We are looking at Conan very, very shortly, doing a tutorial on Conan as well, which Wolf will probably do the tutorial on that. Get as much stone as we can. You notice I got nitrate out of that stone as well. On the right hand side, bottom right hand side of the corner there, it tells you everything that that you are gathering when you're smashing these rocks. Let's just have a look at what we've got here. We need a lot of stone. Okay guys, you can see I'm getting more and more cobblestone there, but we need a lot of stone. And as you notice, I have not moved away from where I am. Alright, so this is all being done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my bedroll, and we're going to go back into here with my bedroll. I'm going to take that bedroll and I'm going to place it down at the top here. I'm also going to make a secure chest. Secure chest is really cool because this is where you can actually put any resources that you're not carrying around or that you don't need at the moment. So you can see here I can put my secure chest on here. I can then go in here, open it, and I can put like the eggs in there. I can put coal in there. I can put some seeds in there. Anything that I'm not really using right now, I can put in there. Just store it away for a later date. I'm going to scrap that. I've got some cotton there. I keep all this other stuff on there. Notice I've got another 20 arrows that I can use. But our main thing right now is we do want to get this this cobblestone base built. And again, I have not ventured. As you can see, I haven't ventured very far from where I am. Again, what I always try to do is keep my crafting going as much as I can. So I'm going to need some more cobblestone frames there. Let's just make another bundle of those. These cobblestone poles. These are the important things right now. These are the things that are going to protect us. I'm just going to move them down to there. Can you put Solo in there? Solo doesn't actually stream, Daniel. Solo is, he loves to join us. He's part of the team, but he doesn't actually do any streaming himself. Let's scrap that. While we're waiting for that, we can go and put these things along here. Now I always try to do the lower section first, because obviously this is where our main protection is right now. Oops, did that wrong. Let's start again. So obviously while we're crafting, always stay busy on your day, on your first day, because this is the day that can cost you. So once you build this base, this is probably the best base that you can ever build. Even if you find a town and that, you will find that Wolf, Solo and I, this is the base that we really want to build at any cost. Now I'm going to leave an entrance on the 5th one because I'm going to build a way in and out. Eventually I'll get rid of it and have a ramp, but right now we need to be able to get in and out of this. The unfortunate thing, whenever you make any doors or gates of any description, doors do attract the zombies. Okay, doors, any type of thing like that will attract the zombies. So be very aware of your surroundings when it comes to this stuff, because it's not a good thing. Where are we? Let's get back in here. So this is going to be our entrance here. So what we would make there, you can just go in and type anything that you want in here to see what comes up. So you got security doors, all sorts of things here. You can even type in trap, which will get you wooden spikes. And the beauty about this particular base here is that we're not going to need spikes around it just yet. Well, in fact, we'll probably never need spikes around it once we get going. So we got that one done. We can go over to this one. Oops. Can't get up there now. Okay. We'll worry about that in a minute. So just with all your searches, just you know, you can scrap or get rid of all this. Go into your house building. If you're not certain what anything is called, just go in here and we'll show you a list of everything that you can build at the time as well. Okay, so as you go down through there, you got stairs, you got iron hatches, which we can actually make. So we're actually going to make one of those right now. Iron hatch is going to be the thing that will protect us coming in here. Right, and we put the iron hatch right there. I think I put it the right way around. There we go. And that will stop the zombies from coming in and out there, okay? So that's now our entrance in and out. What do we got going on here? So we need plenty of grass. Not weed. We need grass. When can you put Solo in chest when he's on? That's a good idea, isn't it? We could do that. Solo's cool. Solo is pretty cool. There's another bird's nest there. So right now I just want to get the basics of this built. So we want to upgrade all this as we go along. So you can see we're going to need a lot of cobblestone. We're going to need a lot of these frames too. Here. The beauty about day one is that we are probably not going to see too many zombies. And we try to avoid them, which is good. By not moving away from where we are, we should be pretty safe here. So I'm just going to put another frame up on top there. There like that. Again, remember to always put these on the inside. And always remember to keep your ears open, because I thought I heard something. Okay, no. So right now the frames themselves are actually strong enough to protect us, not for very long, but they will protect us so that you can actually feel reasonably safe in here. Oops, there's a stone. Come on, pick up the stone. We need the stone. Doesn't want me to pick it up. What have we got resources wise? So we need more clay, more stone. I know you said grass, that means weed. I know. So airdrops happen every day at midday in this game. So I think I don't think we saw an airdrop today, but because it's day one. I may be wrong. I don't remember hearing one. You can see my stone axes now. History. So we just want to keep crafting this sort of stuff. You know, I'm actually we need to craft a stone shovel. I sometimes craft more than what I need, so that I've always got them there waiting, and that way I don't run out of materials. So I'm going to get another stone axe going there, but. But what I do want to do now that we've got those done, we need to get some more of these frames, this framework done as well. That's the beauty about these, the beauty about the cobblestone frames, is that it actually doesn't take much to produce. Okay, so we hear a zombie. There we go. There's our first zombie. So it's taken us quite a few hours to find him. Our setting's pretty low, so he shouldn't. I mean, these dudes are always hard to kill anyway, especially the way I shoot, as you all know. Headshots are what you want. Loot him straight away. We got more zombies coming, I can hear them. And they're bloaters of all things too. There's another miss. So just be very aware of your surroundings, and this way you will survive, okay? Don't know why they came to us though, we're not making that much noise. Watch out for the car! Again, you notice I haven't looted anything, guys. That's purely because I just want to show you how to start the game. Is he dead? I don't know. How to start the game without having any resources available to you other than the natural resources. But definitely loot the zombies. there's one more over here. Okay, so what did we get out of that? We got an iron pipe and some oil out of them. Jam sandwiches. They're good for making making nothing really. But what you can do, hopefully, we might be able to get a bone out of these guys. I don't think we will. This raw meat, or rotten meat, don't carry it around. That attracts zombies. Okay, you don't want that shit with you. In fact, the recommendation is actually to go and destroy these corpses in the early days, because dead corpses also attract zombies as well. I don't know if you guys knew that, but they do. So you see, pretty easy. But now I've got these arrows. We've used up a fair bit of the arrows now. I really want to get more arrows because we are down to last 10 arrows. So I'm going to craft these right up, but I need wood. And that's why you need to keep your resources checked all the time. No, Dan can't shoot. What type of defenses are you going to use when Alpha 17 comes out? Not really sure, Daniel. It's going to be interesting to see what Alpha 17 is for PS4. I don't think it's going to be identical to PC. I don't think it's going to be as high tech as PC, only because I don't think PS4 can run a lot of what PC has. Doesn't Solo carry meat? He's always has meat in his hand, Solo has. And again, I'm just going to go check this out. Now, while I'm at it, what I'm also going to do now is I'm going to build another bow. So I've just built another... no, didn't want to do that. I wanted to make the arrows first, but that's alright. Make as many arrows as I can now. Scrap that. And we still got the level 32 bow now. Okay, so let's get on with our cobbly stones. So I always try to keep one axe going at all times. Can we make some more cobblestone yet? Get rid of that rotten flesh. Scrap that. But resource gathering at this time of the game is so important. You don't want to be looting. Unless you're going to go look for towns, you know, like once you get to know Naviscan, I mean, I could take you to a town right now and make ourselves very safe. But as a new player, if you're not familiar with these maps, this is the best way to start. It's a game of survival, remember? Cobblestone, recipes, there's a cobblestone there. Let's make as much cobblestone as we can. We're going to get some more of these put up. So if all we did at this stage was got these layers of this framework done, I'd feel pretty safe in here. Straight from the word go. 2 layers of this is all you really need to start off with. The top is to really prevent spideys from climbing over. That is their main thing. The other thing I don't like about the location that we're in is food and water, not so easy to come by. I actually prefer to spawn in the desert. I find the desert is has more resources available to me. So if you ever land up spawning in the desert, don't feel bad about it. I believe it's actually the best place to spawn in. Now you notice I'm going to just leave that one block in there. We don't... Yes, we do. We need these ones. I think we only need 2 more or 3 more. 1, 2... Damn, we need 3. Let's go back to this. Let's craft 1 more. Come on, hold on there. Okay, that's cool. So we want to make, we need to build some more of these cobblestone frames. Gonna need a fair few, I think. I think that should be about enough. Gonna need some more cobblestone now. So one thing about putting this structure together as quickly as possible is the safety aspect of it. Is that you are going to be in a base fairly quickly. Now I try not to dig big holes around here because we don't really want the zombies falling in any holes, or you falling in any holes for that matter as well. Why haven't you built forge? So I can't build a forge yet. I've got no leather, I've got nothing yet. So this is day 1, Daniel. These are the most important things to day 1. Now if you want to pick up stone, out here is not a bad place to do. You can see just digging on this, you're going to get sand and stone. Fair bit of it. Scrap that shovel. We've now got our level 14 shovel here. We do need a lot of stone. So this will get you a fair bit of stone. These roads. There's some boulders over there, so we're going to head over there where those boulders are. Just watch your stamina as well. It's important that you keep an eye on this part. You see there's a heap of clay over here. Usually where there's boulders, there's clay. That looks like, I'm not sure what that is over there. It might be the desert. See the biome over there? There's another zombie down there, so just keep an eye out for your zombies. See, my stamina is right down now. Now, if that zombie was to come after us right now, that would put us in a bit of trouble. Have you looted the car yet? Mate, I've looted nothing yet, Daniel. What I'm trying to do is just show you guys that if there's nothing to loot around, this is the best way to start your playthrough. And keeping stone is one of the most important things, because stone you will use a lot of. Just going to scrap that. Got 38 arrows, sand, oil. Now, a lot of noise usually attracts the zombies to you, and I'm surprised that zombie hasn't come towards us yet, because we are making a fair bit of noise here. I'm hearing things. How much stone have we got? We got 99. We need more stone than this. Okay, so we need to get our tools, some more tools. Craft a couple of those. Scrap that. I'm gonna build it. Craft another shovel. Now you also see that as your level of your axes and all that increase, you will get more resources as well. G'day Frazzle, welcome. How you going, mate? So we're doing a quick tutorial. Well, it's a 2-hour tutorial on how to survive day 1. This is almost a guaranteed way of surviving day 1 as a solo player. If you're playing with a team, you're going to find it a lot easier to survive, a lot easier to go searching places and looting and stuff like that. But as a solo player, it can be quite hard. Again, you notice we haven't wandered too far away from where we originally spawned in. We have had some zombies in here already. Come to try and get us. That sounds like a bird's nest. There we go. We are now getting hungry, which is going to present itself to be a problem for us. Just want you to be aware of that. So let's make some more cobblestone. Now I don't want to use all our stones either on this. This row here is probably the most important one that you get fixed first. Because of that door there, this is where the zombies are going to tend to come once you're in there and attack this section first. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we're just going to check what our resources are here. Let's just go put some of this stuff away. We've got 1 can of food and 1 bottled water. Now the chili is going to make you thirsty as well, guys, so we have a bit of a situation for our day 1, so we are now going to loot what we have here. I just didn't give us much there. Hopefully we get a mining helmet or something. That'd be really cool. There's a backpack. Hello, Bob. There's some bullets. None of this stuff we really need right now. What we need is food. So unlike PC, we can wander into this building. There's not going to be any zombies in there. Okay, we know that for a fact. But loot everything that you see now, because we are running out of time now. I hear a zombie. I said there's not going to be a zombie in there. Where are you? Right down there. We got a crawler there. Now I try not to go hand to hand too much with anything that warps. And again, the settings, as you can see, we got these on Adventurer, which is not super hard. And if you're a beginner, this really is where you want it to be. You don't want to be doing anything too stupid at the moment. That box there, under there, you can see the little gap there. Just hold your triangle on that. And you should be able to. There we go. Find it. Okay, so we now have a football helmet. We're going to wear that. Scrap that. What I will usually do in here is I will scrap any of this type of stuff here, because that will give you cloth, it will also give you wood, it will give you leather as well, which you're going to need. Okay, this is one of the problems of not being in the desert, is resources are pretty tough. There we go, there's a tree stump there. Hopefully we can find some food and water. There's some food and a bedroll. And being tuna, that should also give us, oh, a little bit, it's going to knock our hydration out a bit, but we're going to eat this. Trying to work out exactly where we are. Another bird's nest. More feathers. Let's make some more arrows, guys. Like I said, the beauty about making arrows is that you will increase your weapon skills. Just going to put those shorts on as well. Okay, the puffer coat we don't want to put on yet, because that will make us hot. Any of the stuff here is scrap. Do not scrap your tin cans. You better use them for water. Okay, so, which would be really nice if we can go and find some. I'm just trying to work out where we are. Because we need to keep an eye on the time. We don't want to be running out of time here. You can eat snowberries very, very gently. Don't eat too many. If you eat too many, they will make you sick. Okay? Let's go have a quick look around before it gets too late. Bird's nest, look at all these. Water and zombies. Okay, let's go down and get some water. What we are going to do is we're actually going to drink this one right here. And we're going to go fill these up. Hello, zombie. Okay, we don't want to get too close to these guys. And we filled all our water up. You can see up on the top there, it shows us a bed. That white marker is our bedroll. Amber, Monster Boss, welcome. So this is surviving a day 1 in 7 Days to Die. For all you new players to 7 Days to Die, this is an awesome game. But don't make it too hard for yourself. Don't put the settings on stupid mode like we tend to. Set yourselves up so you can enjoy the game. And remember, it's a survival game, so the whole idea is you want to survive. You don't want to die, you want to survive. What did we find there? Not a lot. But we do have water, which is important because this is the stuff that will kill you first. So all you need to do is come up in here. We don't have any pots or pans or anything like that. Which is why we can still, in theory, you notice the bottled water there we can't, because we don't have a pot or a flask. But the tin cans you can boil. That's why I say keep your tin cans. Don't scrap them because you will need those. Okay, they're a very important part of your survival. He's probably passed out. It's 3 AM over there. Yeah. What time is it where you are, Fraz? Okay, so we are now out of Cobbly Stone. Let's get some more resources while we can. While it's still daylight. Because we've only got a couple of hours to go before the zombies run. And we don't want to be out for that. 9 PM. No, that's alright. It's a reasonable time. It is 12 PM here in Australia. So I think this is the part I really enjoy the most about 7 Days to Die is the start, is the grinding. That's involved. I actually enjoy the grinding. I know a lot of other players don't enjoy it, but I actually enjoy grinding away, getting resources. I love the building aspect of this game. I love the survival aspect of this game. 10 PM where you are, Amber? Awesome. I like the early game too. Yeah, I think it's you know, everyone's, oh, we gotta get a mini bike. Once you get that mini bike, it's a whole different game. I mean, I'm not complaining. I love the exploring, love the survival aspect of it, but you do tend to get a little bit more daring, if you like, once you got weapons and that. And if you haven't checked out most of your scores, the time that you die the most is usually sort of in the latter part of the game when you are doing stupid things that you shouldn't do. A helpful hint is not to be alone with Solo, isn't it? Yeah. Or Wolf for that matter. I don't think Mr. Wolf is a saint. Yeah, see how many points we've got in here now. Okay. Early game, so we got 15 points. Now the early game for me, water seems to be easy. So the things that I look at is either health nut, survivor, and camel. Camel is if your water is it will slow down the amount of water that you drink. But water seems to be easy to get. Survivor here, this is where you're for your hunger. Now, we are struggling with food, so they're the points that I'm going to take right now. We'll slow down your metabolism so that you don't need to eat as often. I think we've looted all. Oh no, we haven't looted that. Oh, okay. So we've just found a schematic, which is the auger schematic, which we're going to read. The auger is great for digging holes. If you haven't got one, instead of doing what we're doing here now, this would zip this up. There we go with the cobblestone. Let's get some more cobblestone being made. I think we've got all the framework up now. What are we looking for here? Let's go to this. There it is, just went past. I also don't want to leave myself too short for stone either. Always keeping an eye on the time, which is a very important thing to do, because if you run out of time, you're going to be in the shit. So like I said, day one survival isn't that hard. Food is obviously an issue. We could go hunting. But as I said, I'd like to get my... I like to try and get all this sort of part of the thing done now. I'm just going to turn that off because heat attracts zombies. You see that one over there? She's derping around out there. So this first level is the important one all the way around, which we're obviously not going to get done. And now the other reason why I like building on a road, several reasons. As you can see, I built it here on the road. Several reasons that I can actually get stone here. Not stone, stone. Right? It also, if I'm out looting or I'm out traveling, I can follow the road back to my base, which is important to me. Because I like to know where my base is. How much cobblestone we got left? Let's go get some more stone and clay. On PC there's no smells if you have meat on you. Oh really? Have they... Oh wow. Didn't know that. I haven't played it for ages on PC. Yeah, it definitely smells on console. I really like the idea that if you're carrying meat, it attracts zombies. I don't know why they took that part of it away. There's always smells with wolf though. Yeah, you're not wrong there. You've never played on PC, Daniel? PC is very, very different to console. I have my reservations about PC at the moment. I think I've made the comment in a few of our other playthroughs that I actually have not enjoyed playing it on PC. They have changed it so much. Maybe it's just a matter of getting used to. I don't know. But I actually didn't enjoy it. I got broken with something they did with... Yeah, I don't know what they're doing on PC. I mean, it looks great. I love the graphics. I love all that sort of stuff. Love the characters. Love all the new things. But I think they've taken the survival part of the game out of it. It just seems to be more about about, what's what I'm looking for, more about achieving tasks. You know, you can't go and loot a lot of things. I mean, you can't loot the zombies anymore. I know you can loot some of them, but you can't loot all of them. A lot of zombie killing. Yeah, and I think this thing about spawning in the building is still bugging me with it. I mean, once you clear a building, it should be clear. But I think I've made it comment quite a few times where I killed the zombies inside. I've gone outside to sort of regather your thoughts. You go back in and they're freaking back there again. I mean, that doesn't make sense. What have we got left now? 74. Let's make some more. I'm still hungry. It's going to be a problem, I think. So as you can see, you can get pretty much the birds, and I probably didn't need to go this big, but I like this size. I like big. You can make it probably 3/4 this size, and it will work just as good. But I also like to have my base ready for, you know, for additional things that I want to add to it. There we go with the cobblestone. Make some more. The zombie's still over there. How was your daily green juice? Don't drink the daily green juice anymore? No, Mrs. Dan and I have come to an arrangement. She won't make me drink it, and I won't cry. Come on. I've got the sensitivity turned up on my controllers, guys, because of playing Apex, so my I'm all over the place at the moment. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna have to eat very shortly. I think I got some more berries on there. As long as you don't eat too many of these snowberries, guys, you'll do all right. Like, don't scoff them down to try and get yourself totally full, because that won't work. Where's that zombie? Over there. And again, constantly keeping an eye on the time there. I don't want to be out here when they start running. And I think I've measured these well. How come I'm a believer hasn't been seen in chat? A lot of people have come and gone, Daniel, from our chats now. It's all part of moving on. I mean, A lot of the friends that we used to have no longer show up, and vice versa. We probably don't show up in their chats as often as we used to. Things change. So I've got some dirt there. I've got another egg there, some cotton, some sand. I generally keep as much of this stuff as I possibly can. Let's have another snowberry. Don't want to eat too much because then you get the shits. Let's see if I can eat one more. There we go. I might actually go and see whether there's more out here. I mean, you can eat anything in this game. You can even eat raw eggs. It doesn't help you. I mean, it's not going to be good for you, but it will quench your hunger. And I guess in a survival mode, you may want to eat as much of this stuff as you can. I have to miss most streams recently because of RL issues. I think there's a lot of issues that you know, sometimes the world gets in your way. Sometimes you're not interested in what they're streaming anymore. You know, I guess a lot of the friends that we used to follow are now streaming different stuff, much like us. And you know, we've got a few good friends that play Minecraft, and I don't like Minecraft. So I won't go and watch them. I mean, it's really, you know, I think you got to enjoy what you're watching. On PC, most things we will give you food. Oh, will it? Oh, wow. Well, we don't want that. Come on, pick it up. So you notice I'm picking up a lot of cotton here as well. This all goes towards your crafting skills as well, and you want to be able to craft as much as you can as well. Just keeping an eye on the time there. 2200 hours is when I do not want to be out here walking around. That's when the zombies are going to become more aggressive. Not that there's too many here. Like you notice, Wolf and I and Solo, we will go out a fair bit at night. But there is a zombie over there, and I don't really want to get caught up with her because we've only got a few minutes left before it becomes daylight. Before it becomes nighttime, rather. Let's grab some more stone. Dan, why do you kill I'm a Believers? Why did I kill him? Why not? That's probably more the question. Don't know. It's quite funny how some people take it personally. Yeah. Just got to enjoy the game. Just got to enjoy what you're playing. And this is an awesome game in multiplayer and single player. So if you haven't played it already, jump on and have a game. If you want to catch up with us and join us maybe in one of our games, our PSN details are down on there as well. You're more than welcome to hit us up. Come and catch up with us. Right, let's see what we can do now. Haven't got a lot of stone, which we can get here. Okay. We're down to dirt there by the looks of it. So it is now night time. And yes, I am digging down. As you can see, this is all part of my base build. So I like to be underground as well. Especially for setting up your forges and stuff like that. Let's craft. I always think that when it's night time, this is the most boring time when you first start it. This is the time that you need to be crafting, you need to be getting your craft points up. Oops. There's a ton of stuff that you can do rather than just sitting around. Oh, come on. What have I done there? Get some more cotton there. Heaps of stuff you can be doing. And obviously you just want to be keeping an eye out on everything. Now I have the gamma set quite high here, basically for you guys, but I like to, when I'm playing on my own, I like to actually have it set really dark so that you need to turn on campfires and all that sort of stuff. Amber says, don't put campfire on floor, you can risk walking into it. Yes, you can, which is not a good thing to do. Okay, so I am now thirsty. So let's take this water. Now you notice it doesn't, the water, canned water doesn't stack now. Okay. There we go, let's get some of this food back up. Because this is going to be the hardest part now, day one, because we don't have a lot of water. So if I die, I'm going to edit it so you will never know that I die. Because the water is over there. Let's see how far we've travelled on the map. I think this is one of the things that I wish that the game had, is that you could sleep and wake up, much like Conan and Ark and all that sort of stuff. But these are, you know, this is what we have. So we actually have to do stuff all night. Let's see whether we've gathered any more points. Still on 5. We could. What can we make here? Can we? Oh, we can make some wooden frames. Like wooden ones. Always keeping an eye out for. I go quiet when I'm on my own, just. So I like to know what I'm hearing, because sometimes, oops, you can hear the zombies coming up to you. I thought I heard one. And they scare me. Dan, can you take me off PS4 block list? You're on the PS4 block list? Why are you on that? What have you done? Several months ago? Are you a bad boy? I will check it out for you, Daniel, and I will do what we got to do. And this is why I gather as much wood as I can while I'm out and about, so we can start creating the base. Because at night time you're either going to sit around crafting, which is considered spam crafting by a lot of people, which I don't have a problem with that. Because there's nothing else to do at night. Let's get our shovel. Another shovel. Might just make some more cobbly stone. Oops. So I'm still hungry. So, which means tomorrow we need to go and do a fair bit of hunting for food and water. Maybe some looting as well. Which we will not see in this stream because we are only streaming to show you day 1. That will be in the next tutorial, how to survive day 2. But this is by far the best base build that you can have for 7 Days to Die. And I would recommend it to be built as soon as you possibly can. Whoa, what's going on there? That's not good. Never seen that happen before. Unless you want to set yourself up on a base, on a roof somewhere, which is also one of the best things that you can do as well. But this stream was, or this tutorial was about showing you guys, I guess, the basics of first day survival if you don't have, or if you've never played the game before and you don't know the map. So I can pretty much tell you where everything is. We're in Naviskane here, but I'm going to show you guys in later streams where everything is. If you haven't already explored the whole of Naviskane, there's some pretty cool places in Naviskane to set up base. In the desert, also in the snow biomes. There's some pretty cool buildings. There's some great POIs around as well, which we'll show you. On PC, you have a set quality to start with, depending on A16. Then it could go down. 8:15 was just last spam crafting. Yeah, I think it was the last spam crafting. So as you can see, we get a fair bit done in one day. And the furthest we've ventured is over to get water over there, which you need, along with more food. So we're just going to chew on some of these snowberries, not too many. I guess let yourself go down as low as you can before panicking. I mean, we've got a can of food here, but if I eat that food, it will bugger up my hydration, which means I'm going to have to drink more water, and I don't want to do that right now. Because it will affect your health, which you don't want that to happen either. hopefully, these tutorials, I know they're tutorials and we should know what's going to happen, but this is, I guess if I die, I die, and we're going to show you what not to do. But we've got enough water there. I'm just going to have some water. Now, bear in mind, the more you work as well, you will use energy up and all that sort of stuff as well, which you have to be very careful of as well. What would you suggest for a good trap to keep zombies away? Well, you're not going to keep them away, unfortunately, Daniel. They're going to keep coming to you, irrespective. But I think the spike traps are probably the best traps. Not the wooden spike traps. I'll show you what spike traps I mean. These ones here, they're cheaper than these ones. Although these ones do more damage, these ones last longer and cripple pretty quickly as well. Because I mean, it'll cost you 100 wood to make one of those, whereas it would only cost you 20 wood to make one of those, and then you upgrade it, which is another 20, and then you can add iron to it and all sorts of stuff. So that's the one that I'd be recommending straight off the bat if you're going to put, if you want to put spikes around your base. You can see we are going through our food pretty quickly here, or our starvation. Hoping that we can get some more points up so I can sort out some more. We're still on 5 points. I don't know how much further we got to go. So we are now into day 2. We have survived day 1. Although we are struggling on the food count. And we don't want to eat too much of this, because if you get food poisoning, it will affect you, it will bugger up your stamina, it will do all sorts of stuff like that as well. So we've got to be very careful with what we do there. We really don't have too much else that we can eat in here. You can eat a raw egg, which isn't recommended. You can get food poisoning, and it will affect your stamina, but it does increase your thing. But now you can cook these if you had water. You need boiled water. I don't think you can cook them in canned water. It needs to be boiled water there. But if you really are hungry, I'm just going to show you. Let's eat one of these eggs. If you really are hungry, you can take a risk. We've eaten one. Don't eat too many. And it doesn't put us up a lot, but you notice there I'm still safe, so it's not killing us. So guys, on that note, we have made it to day 2. I am going to call it here. Thanks for joining us on our first tutorial, how to survive day 1 for new players. Hope you enjoyed it, everyone. If you're liking what we're doing, smash that like button. If you want to see more of what we're doing, subscribe to the channel down below. If you want to be notified when we are streaming next, hit that bell icon. If you want to support the channel, you can join us and become a member of our channel, $4.99 per month. And we will be doing, we've got some special things lined up for our members that it will be members only viewing. So guys, hope you enjoy that. Thanks everyone for joining me in the stream today. Have fun and survive. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.